Today's video is brought to you by Skillshare. Hello everybody, I am in the forest. I live in the forest now. This is my home. These trees, these plants, they are my friends. I want to buy a book that helps me identify my friends, because right now, a leaf and another leaf look pretty dang similar. Anyways, today I want to talk about when your friends publish books and you happen to be a book reviewer online. What do? Let's talk. So, my friend Christine Riccio just published her debut novel, Again, But Better. You can imagine my joy, you can imagine my pride. Just absolutely over the moon excited for Christine. A couple weeks ago, my friend Jen Campbell published her poetry collection, The Girl Aquarium. It's got an elephant on it. Again, imagine my pride. Feel it. Let it run through your body. A year ago, my friend Sasha published Zenith. So I am in the wonderful position, and let me tell you, it's a wonderful position to be in, where my friends are publishing books. And this, to me, I don't know, it didn't seem like a problem. It seemed like only a joy until I started having people tell me, are you going to review them honestly? And suddenly an ethical dilemma sprung up. And so that's what I wanted to talk about today, and I was thinking about it because I was so proud and excited for Christine. Someone put these down. Where can I put them down that you'll see them? Oh yeah. Let's maybe we'll stand one up. Oh my god. Look at that. So what I wanted to do was walk you through what I've decided are the 4 stages of having your friend write a book. Stage number 1, pride and joy. So this is the initial first... Okay. Oh my god, it has green on it. Christine, I'm sorry, it's plants. It's all plants. It's all plants. It's just nature. It's just good old-fashioned nature. I'll just hold it. Yes, so joy and pride is the first thing you're feeling. You're excited. Okay, so I find out that Christine has been, her book has been bought. First of all, I'm already excited because I have known Christine for 8 years. And I've known that whole time that she loves books and that she loves writing and she cares about writing. Same with, for example, Jen Campbell. I've known Jen Campbell, 6 years. And, she is a badass poet, and so to see her poetry collection makes me so excited. Same with Zenith, same with others. I've because they're my friends, I know that they've been working on these books for a very long time, working at their craft for a very long time. And so when I find out that it's been picked up, the enthusiasm is off the charts, and I genuinely just feel this really deep pride. Stage 2. Sharing. Wait, am I right? Let me just double check. Yes, share it. This is where the book is finally released and I go out and I buy the book and I share the book on my social media. And this to me is the best thing that I can do to support my friends. Do you know what I mean? If your friend started a restaurant, what you would do is you would go and eat at that restaurant and you would tell other people to go and eat at that restaurant because you love your friend and you want their thing to succeed. No matter what the endeavor is, you want to participate in it and you want to recommend it. And I happen to have a platform that is not only a platform with people, but is a platform with people who love books. So when my friends write books, here I am. I have this place where I can share that. And if that isn't what this platform is for, I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. If I have this platform and I'm not using it to prop up my friends, support them in their endeavors, if this community is a community, then if we aren't leveraging each other and elevating each other and helping each other out, what are we doing, right? So that's step 2. I go out, I buy the book. This one, I went out and I bought it Chapters the other day. And I was very excited. I went to the YA section. I forgot how the alphabet works. And I was like, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, Riccio. It's very difficult. And I found the book and I was so excited and I went and I paid for it and I just felt proud to support my friend. And then I thought, how am I going to share this? Am I going to put it on Instagram? Am I going to make a video about it? What can I do to support my friends? As I will do with all of the books that I can ever show support with. I have this platform. I want to use it for supporting the people that I know and love. Right? That makes sense. So, step 2. So we're still simple. Step number 3. Read the book. Now, I know that maybe the reading the book, there could be an argument made that reading the book should go before sharing the book. But because it's my friend, it's the enthusiasm. You don't know how long it's going to take you to read a book, you know? And I want to share it while my excitement's hot and closer to the release date and stuff. And I can't always guarantee that I'm going to read a book right away. So I share it and then I hopefully read it. Now, this is where it starts to get a little complicated. For 3 reasons. 3 reasons. 1, like I mentioned, I'm reading a lot of things, so I can't always just drop everything to pick up another book. 2, for example, with Zenith, I don't read that much science fiction. If I wrote a book and it was about trees, and Jesse the reader, you know Jesse, he hates trees. That guy, if there's one thing that Jesse hates, it's trees. Oh yeah, just ask him. If he hated trees and he didn't read my book, I'd be like, yeah, I get it. The man doesn't like trees. Okay, so that's the third step. Well, maybe I've read it. Hopefully I've read it. I definitely intend to read it, but whatever. Then the 4th step, and this is where it all goes to absolute hell in a handbasket, is you review it. Now, you don't have to review it, right? But I am in the particular predicament in which I review books online. That's my shtick. That's how I've ended up here in this position, in this moment, is by reviewing books and talking about books. So there's a bit of an expectation on me to review the books of my friends. I really want to put the books down. The last time I did that, it really didn't work out. So I'm just going to put them here on the ground. This is where the entire thing, for me, becomes an ethical dilemma. There seems to be an expectation on me that I need to be like a reviewer above all else. You mark it as currently reading on Goodreads, and suddenly I get comments, and the people are saying, I really hope that you review this honestly. I know she is your friend, but you better review this honestly. It's up to your ethics and your morals are at stake if you do not review this honestly. That's kind of the idea that's getting put out there. And I get it. Honesty in book reviewing and in BookTube is so powerful and important especially because we do sponsorships here. If you can't trust the booktuber that you're watching, and they're doing a sponsorship deal, how can you trust that they're not just lying to you, that they're just not saying any old book is good just so that they can get paid, right? That's what we're talking about here. The stakes are high. The stakes are high. I've always been really proud of my channel for being honest. I've never lied about a book. I've never said, this is a great book when I thought it was a bad book, or this is a terrible book when I thought it was a good book. I don't know why you would do that, but there might be a situation in which that could occur. If someone asks me about a specific thing, like, what did you think of the setting? And I thought the setting was not well done, I will say that. I will say this was not well done. But I could also point out positives from it, right? So the honesty thing is so important, and that is why people want us, booktubers, they hold us to a standard, and I think that's good. I think that's important, and I think that adds value to the community if we all have some sort of moral obligation to be honest with what we're doing. However, I think the entire situation becomes trickier when the book you're reviewing is your friend, because then the question becomes, is it more important that you're an honest reviewer, or is it more important that you are a good friend? And this is where I think that a dichotomy is being pushed that doesn't need to exist. Maybe this is my central point. A lot of people seem to believe that you can't review a book and be kind to your friend And I don't see why that is. I see a lot of people, like they'll review a book by a booktuber or by a friend, and they'll be honest about it. And I think that's the problem. We're meshing honesty and criticism, honesty and negative opinions. And those two things aren't the same thing. You can have an honest opinion that is a positive, good opinion. My honest opinion is that this book is great. And so when you're reviewing your friend's book, what are you thinking? You're sitting there, you're reading the book, you're thinking, this character is not that good. But you're also thinking, I love this setting. This is such a cool setting. So when you go to review the book, what do you write on your review? Do you write, the characterization was garbage. This book, I can't believe it got published. No. You write, maybe the characterization was kind of bad, but I loved the setting. Or you write, I loved the setting, and you leave it at that. This is what I'm talking about. What do you do? And I'd love to hear what you would do, what you think you would do, what you think is the right path. I think ultimately, honestly, it is up to everyone to decide for themselves. Every reviewer, has got to make up this decision for themselves. I've been thinking about it a lot, and here's what I've decided to do. Number 1, start every review of a friend's book with a little disclaimer. And the disclaimer will say something along the lines of, I am friends with the author. I am incredibly biased. All of the thoughts I'm about to share are honest, but I'm wanting to support my friend. Right? And I think that actually solves the dilemma. You can read that and think, okay, whatever, this review doesn't matter. That's fine. There's 1,000 other reviews for you to read. Or you can read that and say, okay, maybe she's holding back some of the things she didn't like. Or maybe I'm just going to take her at her word and I think that this is legitimate. You get to decide that when you read it, but I've given you the disclaimer and the information up front saying, this is my friend. I love my friend. For me, for Ariel Bissett, it's more important to be a good friend than it is to trash a book for no reason. The one exception to that would be if I think there's something problematic in the book. That would change the whole discussion. Because what we're talking about right now is, okay, I don't think the setting was very strong, or I think the plot kind of derailed. That's not high stakes. This is not high stakes business. If, however, I had a friend named Johnny, and I picked that name because I don't think I know anyone named Johnny. If I had a friend named Johnny and they published a book and I read the book and I was like, oh my God, this book is sexist. Oh my God, this is a catastrophe. I would then have a really tough time. I would my course of action would probably be to contact Johnny, say, hey, read your book, what is this? And either they'd be like, whatever, in which case I guess I'd defriend them, or just continue to have a conversation about it. And I would probably say, I'm going to review this book, and honestly, I don't want my readers to buy it, or support it, and so I'm going to put something to that end in my review. And that's what I'm talking about. Honest reviewer goes over and trumps being being a supportive friend. But most of the time, supportive friend is trumping how important I think my review is. I think we've made it. I think here we are at the end of my concept, the end of my discussion. I'm really proud to have these friends. I didn't even bring all of them. I actually want to make a little, like when you go to an independent bookstore and it has like local authors. I want to do that, but like friendship authors and just have all the books by my friends, up on a little shelf. Cause I think that is, I don't know, I'm just so proud of them and I'm amazed by them and I'm inspired by them. And I want to use my platform to help them and support them and share them. Cause actually what I've noticed is, I get scared to read these books. I'm scared to read them. I'm scared to read these books because I'm scared that people are going to yell at me. And they're going to say, Ariel, you need to be negative. Because if you're not being negative, then you're not being honest. And I'm just like, that's not even true. Please, down below, let me know, because I think we've got an interesting conversation here. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. As you may know, I've just moved to a new province. I live in British Columbia now. I'm on the West Coast. I drove here in a U-Haul truck, me, at the wheel, for 4 days, 12 hours of driving a day. It was insanity. I am so tired. I'm still tired. It's been a week and I'm exhausted. But thank you so much to Skillshare for supporting this channel in this difficult time while I try and like get my bearings again. Skillshare is an online learning community with over 25,000 classes in business, design, all sorts of things. It's super affordable at only $10 a month. And personally, I'm going to watch some courses about gardening. Now that I live in the forest, all I want to do is forage for my own food. And what I really want to do, actually my secret goal, which is not secret anymore, as I've publicly posted it online, is I want to grow cherry tomatoes, and by the end of the summer, be eating my own cherry tomatoes. I want to be able to walk out my door, pluck some cherry tomatoes, and eat them. The first 500 of you to click the link down in the description get a 2-month free trial, so definitely just click it. 2 months for free. Why not? Give it a shot. I'm proud of my friends. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of Skillshare. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.